Good morning. Mac is not going to be here this morning. He's going to try and make it for the 10:30, so I'm going to do the best that I can. What we have to remember is to make sure that you turn off all your electronic devices. Please treat everybody in the room with respect. And any materials that you might have that you want to distribute to the board, please give them to Jim Curran. He is our Sergeant at Arms and he'll distribute those. With that being said, Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Bell. Curran.
Here.
Freeling.
Present.
Harrison.
Here.
Hinkleman.
Here.
Majerick.
Here.
Meeks.
Here.
Volrath.
Present.
Werfel.
Here.
Yarborough.
Present.
Elliott. Scott.
Here. All of you have been sent the minutes from the November 18th, 2021 meeting. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections to those minutes? If there are none, I'm looking for a motion and a support to approve the minutes.
Support.
Werfel and Meeks. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Requisition with Annette.
Does anybody have any questions about the requisition?
And once again, I'm very sorry, Annette, for my actions this morning.
No questions then?
No. I moved the name tags and
Yeah.
without letting her know and she was upstairs and I was like, yeah, okay, because I knew Mac wasn't gonna be here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, that's all there I can say. Our next thing on the agenda is the presentation from Stephen Curry from the Michigan Association of Counties Executive Director.
All right, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, it's on the phone. I'm in the room.
All right, great. I do have a PowerPoint presentation. You want me to share my screen? Is that the best way to do it? Or do you guys want to put it up there?
Oh, go ahead, Steve. You should be able to share your screen.
Sounds good. Give me 1 second here. Can you see that okay?
Yep, we can. Thank you.
All right, let me get it back to the top here. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks again for the opportunity for me to present today. I know we had this scheduled once and I appreciate you guys rescheduling. I was terribly sick. It was non-COVID related, thankfully, but I was laid up for a few days. So I apologize for that. And it's great to see a lot of old friends from Berrien County. You folks are always very active in organization and we really appreciate that. But I do have a presentation I want to run through. Feel free to interrupt me with any questions, or if you'd prefer to wait for until the end, that's fine as well. So for the newer commissioners, we have 16 members elected to our board, 2 seats from each of our 6 regions. The MAC board meets at least 4 times a year at both of our conferences. And we also meet typically in June, and we actually have a board meeting next week here in Lansing. When we do have open seats, our elections are typically at our annual conference, which is in the fall, but there are times when we have some elections in the spring should some commissioners retire or lose elections or those sort of things. This is your current MAC leadership team. Phil Kyers is the current MAC president. Stan Ponstein is the first vice president, and Eileen Kowal is second vice president. What is the purpose of MAC? Of course, first and foremost is advocacy. We definitely look at that as a team effort with you folks back in the county districts and the state house districts and state senate districts. That's first and foremost what we do around here. We also provide various educational opportunities, whether it's our 2 conferences each year, our summer regional summits, or in cooperation with MSU Extension, we do the new county commissioner school every 2 years. And then finally, services, we provide a variety of services through our association. We have a partnership with Nationwide. We have a cooperative purchasing program, Munetrix, Blue Cross Blue Shield, variety of services that many folks and counties take advantage of at times. So moving into the legislative items, these are some of our legislative priorities we've been working on this year. Of course, legislative sessions are every 2 years. So we've been working on these for this year. We'll continue to work on these up until the end of next year. And I'll talk about these a little more detail in further slides. First, want to touch on the state budget that was recently passed. Just to highlight a few items on here. There was a 2% increase in county revenue sharing dollars. There were some strings attached that said if you did have an unfunded pension, you had to put those funds towards the pension. If you were fully funded, you could use those funds for whatever you wanted. We did try to get that removed. Unfortunately, we were unsuccessful in that. There's 149 million for indigent defense grants to implement Standard 5, 30 million for the raise the age costs, 14 million in high water infrastructure grants. I know you guys have had some high water issues in Berrien County, so that's probably of interest to you, and 13 million for dam safety grant programs. Some further highlights, 51 million for local public health services. There's a little bit controversy to this because the legislature put some language on there that said if a local public health department had a mask